Hi guys, this is DJ359 and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been quite some time that I've uploaded actually a new video. It's just because I decided that I want to take quite a break because I've been working every day like non-stop, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna take some time off and like take some time for myself, you know. But now we are back and we're gonna continue with our series, which every week I upload something related when it comes to DJing, everything when it comes to music, technique, all you need to know in order for you to be a beginner or become an advanced DJ. And like I like to say in all of my videos, let's get straight to the point so I don't waste my time and so you don't waste your time. Today I am going to teach you how to create Toneplays. And the most important part of this video is that you don't need any musical education or musical theory in order to create those Toneplays. All you need to do is a software, which in this case we're going to use Ableton Live, and you can click over here or over here. I'm not very sure where it is. I'm gonna take you to another video where I am actually describing and showing you from where you can download this software, and I am giving some insight on how you can use the software to work on it. The second thing that you need is your ears. Literally, like I told you, you don't need any musical theory, you don't need to have like music education behind your back. I am going to teach you today on how to use your ears to create the correct Toneplays so they actually sound in key and so they actually sound good. For those who don't know what a Toneplay is where you take a specific part, instrument of the song, and you pitch it up or down, so you create the same melody of another track, so you can blend it in with the another track. And in this case I am going to use one of Siangu's, I hope I am pronouncing his name right, most famous Toneplays, which is the Tokyo Drift to Dark Horse. Now over here we have Tokyo Drift, and we have Dark Horse. So what we want to do is to take this melody and we want to take the first tone only, which is this one, and we want to Toneplay it into Dark Horse. Now let's listen to the melody of Dark Horse. Now we have, I think, 3 or 4 tones. You have da 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 da. So we have 4 tones. So we want to take this tone and Toneplay it into these 4 notes of Dark Horse. So what we are gonna do is we're going to open up, I think that I forgot to just screen record my MacBook, but you heard the Tokyo Drift melody in the Dark Horse as well, so that's not an absolute problem at all. So now what we're gonna do, we're going to open up our Ableton Live, which is the DAW that I use in order to create edits, mashups, Toneplays, wordplays, like everything when it comes to editing tracks and creating something for my sets. You can see that Dark Horse is 132 BPM, however Tokyo Drift is 127, which doesn't really bother us because when we create the Toneplay for Tokyo Drift, you are going to be playing it, and it doesn't really matter how much BPM is the Tokyo Drift melody, because when you're using your fingers like to play a piano, you are controlling the tempo of the track, if that makes any sense. So we're gonna write here 127. Over here, like I've explained in my previous videos, you type in what BPM your project is gonna be, in what BPM you're gonna work, and in this case we are gonna be working with the Tokyo Drift BPM, which is 127, and this is why I am writing 127 here. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the Tokyo Drift track and we are just gonna place it over here. And now, because we want it to be synchronized with the grid and we want it to be on grid, I am going to explain once again in this video what exactly we need to do. You double click on the track, you go to warp over here, this button, then you're going to zoom in on this grid over here and you're going to find the beginning, like the starting point of the song, which is going to be over here. We're going to place a marker over here, double click, set 1.1.1 here, and then we're gonna click again and we're gonna click warp from here. And now you're gonna see that the track is gonna be on grid. And in order for you to double check that, over here you're gonna enable the metronome and you only need to listen to it. It is on grid, it is the correct BPM, so we can continue forward. So what we need to do now is, obviously we need to take this part of the song, we need to take this first note only in order to create the melody for Dark Horse. So how I am gonna edit this, I am gonna let the Tokyo Drift chorus come in, and then I am going to go back to the song so I can start creating the tone play. So it's gonna look something like this. Over here, we're gonna cut the song, we're gonna remove this part, we're gonna take the first notes, and we're gonna put them at the end of the song. And because I don't want it to be such of a sudden cut, what I am simply going to do is I am just gonna like add a riser over here, and I am going to add like a impact or sub drop effect so it can sound better. So it's gonna be something like this. Now it sounds better. So what I'm gonna do now, so there is gonna be some tension, you know, between the crowd, so they can be like, okay, something is gonna happen here, what is gonna happen here? I am just going to loop this part, maybe twice, I think, let's check. Then I am going to take only the first note, which is this one over here, and I am just gonna like copy paste it, copy paste it, copy paste it, so now it's gonna be like that. And now over here we can start creating the melody for our tone play for Dark Horse. So this is now the most important part. How are you gonna use your ears to create the correct keys in order for the tone play to sound good? So what you're gonna do right now is you're gonna take Dark Horse, like the track. You are gonna do the same thing. Go to warp, go on the grid over here, select the starting, like the starting point of the song, which is over here. Set 1.1.1 here, warp it so it can be 127 BPM as well. There you go. Now you are gonna take this tone and you are going to place it. Now you need to listen very careful here in order to understand. You need to place it where the tone play is gonna be, where the melody is. It's here. So it's gonna be like that. Just follow what I do. You just place it like that. Now, when you have it on top, we need to take those keys and we need to make it into the melody of Dark Horse. So I'm just gonna lower the volume down a little bit of Dark Horse because Tokyo Drift is the main thing that I need to listen for. And we're gonna start with the first key. Now you can hear that it shouldn't be like that. So what you're gonna start doing right now is you're gonna start over here where it says pitch. This is how you pitch up the tone and this is how you pitch down the tone. So now you need to start pitching this tone until it sounds good and it sounds on key with the Dark Horse melody. So now we're focusing only on this. I pitched it up with 3 semitones, and I think that this is how it should sound. So let's check if it's like that. You can hear that it sounds good and it is in key. Listen again. So now if I don't get it right, let's say I pitch it with 1 up, you're gonna listen how it doesn't sound good. Listen. You can definitely tell that it's off key. Listen again. That means that this is not the correct tone. So I'm gonna move it up with 3 again. And now you guys are gonna listen how it is indeed in the correct tone. Listen. Great, we have our first note. So now let's move forward. So what we need to do now, you can hear that the melody goes down. It's like ta 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 ta. I think it goes like that. Let's give it a listen. So it goes ta 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 ta. So it goes only down, which means that these notes, they need to go down. They don't need to go up. So let's listen again. Okay, so you have 2 tones over here. It's ta 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 ta. So you have the second note twice. So let's start pitching it up or down so we can listen to the correct tone. I'm gonna pitch it like down with 1 semitone. You can see that it sounds correct. Now you have ta 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 ta. So you have 2 more tones and it should be ta ta. That means that we need to add 2 more tones. We're gonna pitch this with 1 more down and this with 1 more down. And let's see if it sounds good. Now you can listen that these 2 tones, they don't sound correct. So I'm gonna continue pitching them down. Let's say I'll go -1. It's not either that one, so we're gonna go to 0. Now you can hear that it's correct. Listen to it one more time. Now the last tone is not in key, so let's go and pitch it down to -1 or even -2. It's not like that, so we go to -3. It's not like that as well, so we go to -4. But it still doesn't sound good. That's okay. I pitched it up to -5 and now it sounds good. Now listen to the whole sequence. And that's it. What I did is I didn't look up at any keys. I didn't look up at any notes. I just used my ears so I can listen if the notes that I'm making are the notes for Dark Horse. So I took the first note, I played with the pitch over here, I pushed the semitones up and down until I found the correct tone. And it sounds good, listen. It is in key and it is in tone. All I did, once again, 0 notes, 0 musical theory, 0 musical education. I didn't look up at any music sheets or whatever. I just took the tone, I played with the pitch, and I listened with my ears if it sounds good. And there you go, you have it. So what we need to do now is obviously remove our chords because I don't need it anymore. And I am going to take the keys that I need in order to create the tone play. So we have this key first. So I am gonna take this key and I am gonna put it over here. When I make my edits, especially for tone plays, I always leave space between the keys. So like one of the key don't interfere with the another one, so I can like have the time to like tone play using the hot cues and they don't clash with the other key. So this is our first tone. Then we have this one, and then we have this one, and then we have this one. So I'm gonna put them like that with between spaces. I'm gonna remove this one as well. And here you start doing the tone play with the keys. So what I'm gonna do now is I am going to export this file, just, I don't know, somewhere randomly at my laptop. Now we're going to place this file into our Serato, record box, tractor, whatever you use. And I am going to go all the way down where are the tones that I've just created, and I am going to place hot cues on them. So this is the first one, this is the second one, this is the third one, and this is the fourth one. And it sounds like this, and it sounds like this. And this is how the transition would actually sound. This is how simple it is. Once again, let's go through the whole video. We take Tokyo Drift, we create like an outro for the tone play itself. We take the first note of Tokyo Drift, we place it over here, we place the track that we want to tone play it in, we take the tone, we place it over the melody, and then you start working by pitching up or down the tone until it sounds good. You always leave space in between the tones over here. Then you export it, you place your hot cues, and you play with the tone. It is that simple. Thank you very much once again, guys, for staying until the end of the video and for watching the video and for taking your time to watch my video. I really hope I managed to teach you something new today in literally the most easiest way that I could probably explain to you. But don't forget, if you have any questions related to this video or anything when it comes to DJing in general, just make sure you leave a comment underneath the video. Or if you have an inquiry for me to make a specific video about something when it comes to DJing, you can also leave a recommendation in the comments below. Thank you once again, guys. Have a safe week, and I'll see you next week in one of my newest videos. Bye.